Mark for the music, and thank you, Marty. Hello, glad to be with you here today with so many friends on this day of village celebration. I'm always glad when some poetry somehow is dragged in on one of these occasions for the sense of ceremony, mine or anybody else's. I look forward, as always, to hearing from Bill Andrews, who is always dressed better than the rest of us and has more pens in his pocket. And I'm enjoying being next to Stacy Kirby's mural here. I walk by here very often, and I'll look at it closely, and it will make all of us smile over the years. It pictures a worker who is very healthy, and we have good weather. He's looking at us with hope. I think it's only right somehow that across America we memorialize occasions like this out of a romantic aura. The workers at DPW here especially will realize, as we all do, how much blood, sweat, and tears and fatigue and sickness went into the building of the canal. But somehow that guy is looking out of his own sense of hopefulness and looking toward us in this sense of time, and we're all in this together. So I think this is terrific, and it has this three-dimensional quality that surprised me when I drove by about an hour ago. I'd like to read you a poem called Along This Water. In the end, it's about time, maybe two kinds of time. There's this minute-to-minute time that we experience, day-to-day, year-to-year. It's linear time, it's the dated time, it's the quotidian, it's our sensing of our bodily lives day after day. It's our cognizance of the present. There's that kind of time. And then there's dream time, or cosmic time, archetypal time, symbolic time, alpha and omega time, contemplation time, the time of meditation, when we experience what one poet called the still point of the turning world. That's the time of this mural, I think. Maybe we exist in two times at once, you and I. How is it that I, 16 years old, got to Brockport, lived on Adams Street, met my wife of now 51 years, Annie, at that time? How is it that that could have happened, and that now I'm here so many years later, I'll be 73 in a couple of weeks, and Ann and I have two grandchildren here. How about that time? In my poetry, I labeled the one with a small letter T and the one with a large letter T. How is it that you have come to be here in your present being through time and space? There's that time. And I think time is the great theme underlying our being in this village. 30 to 35 years ago, I went to an auction over on Holly Street. There was some kind of rig that had been dragged out of a red barn. It had high wheels, a long tongue, a high seat. There was no wagon of any kind behind it. Many of us admired it. Not even the farmers and others around me knew what it was. My poem is its story. The poem is called Along This Water. Fumbling here with the wind, and I can probably do without this mic. I don't. Along This Water. Pulled from its Brockport barn at an auction into the light of day for the first time in maybe 50 years, circled and touched by questions and wonder, the graceful thing waited for its name. Planter, or harvester, or plow, but none of these. Whatever it was or once had been, not one of us had ever seen one. Sounds of auction filled the spring farmyard, entered the cells of sugar maples. Sold, sold. I walked around it twice and then again, lifted its long chestnut beam of a tongue, climbed into its high single seat, hung as though on skyhooks between its two wheels. Behind me, only a hitch latch that still slid to open and close a half circle in metal. No wagon bed, nothing else behind that seat but space to fill. Until a boy came running from the farmhouse porch where his grandma, he said, had seen me, wanted to see me. From her rocker, she called me son, asked me if I knew what it was used for. I said, no, man, and then stupidly, do you? She did. I saw her, as I do now, on her father's lap, a girl again above those wheels, following their four-horse team, drawing the future along the towpath of the Erie Canal. Behind them, 100-foot rope pulls a barge of settlers, or myriad stores or soldiers, while on the other bank, a similar rig stays abreast to the next town. It's got no name, she said, but did what it was made for. It went for $20, maybe only for its wheels. Since then, that woman has died, maybe all the way to where her father and her 4 remembered horses waited for her and the towpath rig. Even the barn that saved this story, in quiet shadow and slow board warp, let in all the Brockport light at once one day. Though we're no closer to a name for it, the way sugar maples crack their bark around their rings, the way the old canal somehow, when we look down, still mirrors up all those goods and travelers, the way space keeps filling up behind us with what brought us here, along this water, nameless at first, useful in our ways, light-riddled and nameless at the last.